My name is Pavel, and today I'm doing something extremely generic and something that you've definitely heard of before, and that is a Q&A. The reason I'm doing a Q&A is because I made a video about 3 weeks ago. I don't really know when this is going to be uploaded, maybe a month ago for you, maybe 5 weeks ago. And it was basically a little thing for you to get to know me. If you're interested, if you're not interested, that's okay, that's fair enough. But basically, in that first video, I spoke about my experience of being a Lithuanian person living in Ireland and kind of my life story and stuff like that. As you see, I'm holding a little notebook. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. I have questions written out here instead of having them on my phone, simply because I'm using my phone to record my audio. Don't let this top half deceive you. I am wearing a blue socks and Christmas pajama bottoms. You know, fashion is basically a big thing in my life. Today I have some questions that my girlfriend wrote out for me. I also asked on my Instagram at @PavelSpam for some questions for you to get to know me. Also, one more thing before we actually get into the questions. If you hear football noises of people going like "Ugh," and grunting and men shouting and stuff like that, it's because we live near a football pitch and we did not realize when we moved in here it'd be quite hectic, but it's fine because it's only hectic on like Saturdays. So yeah, let's get into the questions. When and why did you pierce your nose? Would you ever get anything else pierced? I pierced my nose in the first year of college because I've always wanted to do it, and everybody told me I would cry, and when I got it done I did cry, but people tell me it's because it's a nerve thing, not because I'm a big wuss. But yes, I would get something else pierced. I really would like to get my ears pierced, just studs or maybe a small ring. Yeah, I have considered like a second nose piercing. I love having the ring, but also a little stud behind it would be kind of cool. When I was younger, I really wanted snake bites. When I went through my emo phase, I'll try to put up a quick photo right now. I wanted snake bites, and my mom was like, no, you read too much Kerrang and too many emo magazines. There's not a fucking chance that's happening, and I'm so glad she said that. Next question. Do you have a childhood toy or thing that you cannot live without? Okay, this is embarrassing, and my girlfriend knows this. She wrote this for a reason. I have a pillow. I'm not gonna go get it because it's in the bedroom, but basically it's a pillow that's made of like this hard-ish weird material, and I sleep with it, and I've been sleeping with it for like 17 years. I don't know. It sounds disgusting, and the pillow is disgusting, but it's kind of like a weird, it's filled with buckwheat, but that's gonna make you think I'm disgusting, like I'm filling my pillows with rice and carbs. It makes sense, I promise, but it's a pillow that I carry everywhere I go, and I can't sleep without it. I'm a child, okay, I'm a child. How long have you been with your girlfriend? I have been with my girlfriend for over 2 years, and I love it, and there's gonna be so many more years. What's my favorite picture that I have taken? Oh, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to actually think about this. I'm gonna go through my Instagram and after I'm editing this, and I'll put up a photo here, somewhere here, of my favorite, one of my favorite photos that I've ever taken, but maybe something of like Maddie Healy, 1975. I'll put something up here that I consider to be my favorite photo, and you can tell me if you think it's somewhat nice. What's my biggest regret? I have no idea. Probably many. I had many regrets, but I remember having this like mentality when I went to college that I'm just going to continuously say yes to everything, like every opportunity that I had. I'm going to try not regret life a lot, because I remember in secondary school I continuously was like, no, I don't want to do this opportunity that I was presented with, or I rejected going places and stuff like that. So probably a lot of things in like my teenage years that I refused to go to, like concerts and just like experiences with meeting with people and going places, like going on holidays, and I've just been like, no, and I've thought about it too much. So I don't have a big major regret. Like I would say not going to university to study Russian, but then if I didn't go to study English, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So I don't know. I think I have a load of mini regrets, and I can kind of like combine that into like a time frame, which is my like teenage years. I kind of regret a lot of things. Also, having my big emo phase, as I mentioned earlier, was quite bad, but also it is a conversation starter, so you know, it works out. Do you drive and do you have a car? Yes, I drive. I've had my license for 2 years, and it still feels fucking terrifying every time I'm behind the wheel, because at least once a week I'm almost in a crash, and it's scary. And I drive a Ford Focus and I love it so much. Yes, I do drive. I love driving. I do not remember life without a car, because I go everywhere, especially coffee shops, continuously. Maybe it's bad. It's an expensive thing, but I love my car. So do you have any tattoos? No, I don't have any tattoos, but I have a good few planned. I am getting a raccoon tattooed on my arm in like 2.5 weeks. There's a story behind it. And I'm going to Sweden in July to get 2 tattoos by an artist. I continuously am scratching my nose because my nose is so itchy. I'm not picking it. I'm going to Sweden to get 2 tattoos by an artist I really, really love. His name's Will. I'll put up his stuff on the screen. But yes, they're my ideas. I'm also getting a little rectangle on my arm here alongside the raccoon one, because it's from my favorite band, the 1975. And I also would like to get a drawing by my favorite author called Franz Kafka. There's a book coming out in the end of May which has a load of drawings inside of it that he did, and they've just found it quite recently. Maybe something Kafka related. What's the best concert you've ever been to? I went to see the I continue to feel like this is a 1975 fans account. Their concert when they basically just released a brief inquiry into online relationships, and that concert was fucking amazing. And I think Pale Waves and No Rome opened. Beautiful. Do you have any holidays planned? The only holiday I've planned is to Sweden, but I mentioned that earlier for tattoos, but I've always wanted to go to Sweden. It's beautiful. It looks beautiful. I've never been, but it looks beautiful, so I cannot fucking wait to go. What's on my to be read list, on my TBR? Quite a lot of stuff. If I move my camera just over there, you will see that I have a lot of books and I've not read most of them. Let me show you, just give me a second. I don't know if you can see that, but that's basically everything I own for now. And then I basically, whenever I studied English, I was recommended loads of books by my lecturers and I ordered all of them. So I'm slowly getting through them. I've been out of college for like 10 months, but I'm still getting through them. And at the moment I'm reading Kafka book. One second, I need to fix this camera. I'm reading a Kafka graphic novel, basically like a history about him, so it's extremely enjoyable. And yeah, on my TV, or I think next I'm going to attempt to read Crime and Punishment, and I can't fucking wait. The book I have is massive. Let me actually get it for you and I'll show you how huge it is. Here it is. It's massive. It's like a doorstop, but the font is huge and I cannot wait to read this. I love Russian literature. It's in English. Yeah, I'm so excited to read this. So that's basically the next book hopefully I'm going to read. It's huge. I read Lolita about 3 weeks ago, and that was an experience. If you don't know what Lolita is about, I recommend you go check it out, and then you'll understand why I'm being a bit weird about it. The next question is, do you have any party tricks? And I don't think I do. I continuously just tell people I speak Russian, and they're like, "What? I never knew you could speak Russian." And then I'm like, "Yeah, I can." And they're like, "Can you say hello?" And I'm like, "Здравствуйте." And they're all like, "Whoa, that's so weird. You could never tell by your accent. Do you speak Russian?" I have this conversation about every single month. So that's my party trick. I wouldn't really call it a trick. That's just something that was kind of engraved into my mind from being a kid. And you know what? I love knowing Russian fluently, so maybe I might make a video entirely in Russian or about Russian cinema or something like that soon. Who knows? The next question is, what is your favorite movie? And I do not have a set 100% favorite movie because I'm still finding out new titles that I really, really love. But to things at the top of my head, La La Land, Band Apart, because I just fucking love those movies. And at the moment, my favorite movie is, as I've definitely mentioned in so many other videos, is The Worst Person in the World. I love that movie. It makes me feel so many things. It's the biggest comfort movie. Those are my three. There's times I love Fantastic Mr. Fox so much, and then there's other times I'm like, you know what, that's not my favorite movie. So that's a kind of like an inside battle I have in my head continuously. My nose is still so itchy, oh my god. But yeah, I don't have a set favorite movie, so sorry. I didn't really answer that question. The next question is, have you ever had mochi? And I have no idea what that is, so let me quickly Google it, and then I'll see what it is, and then I'll tell you if I've ever had it. But if I don't know what it is, I've definitely not had it. Okay, so mochi is Japanese ice cream in a ball. It sounds really good. I have no idea what it is. I've never tried it, no, but that sounds fucking class, so I definitely will. I don't know where do you even get mochi? I have no idea, but that looks like something I would definitely like. And the last question is, what is your favorite childhood memory? My favorite childhood memory is something that I've mentioned in my story video. Basically, whenever I came over to Ireland and I did not know how to speak or write English, and I had a little like weird spray can. So I heard the word fuck going around. So I basically went outside of the house that I lived. I got like this weird spray can and I wrote fuck on the wall. But the way I spelled fuck was F-U-K. There you go. What can I say? English degree. But also, there was a time in my childhood where I was at a construction site thing inside of a house, and they were painting, and there was a ball for tomato juice, and I was like, I've never tried tomato juice. I'm 8. I need to taste it. And I tasted the tomato juice, and it was red paint, and fuck me. That's also a great conversation starter to have, but I drank red paint, and you know, it probably did something to my brain, but here we are. That's basically all the questions that I'm answering for this video. I hope you learned a little bit more about me. I quite enjoyed doing that. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.